Alright, here we go. After several screen tests and all that, here I am in Iceland after an amazing, epic 2-week road trip of the ring road around Iceland. This is an amazing place and very beautiful, and if you've ever thought about coming here to visit, I recommend it. It's amazing, the people are wonderful. The cuisine is great. They've gotten a bad rap, kind of as a joke, but don't pay attention to that. I had amazing food in every town I was in, every restaurant. Even simple things like cheeseburgers and fries and fish and chips and stuff like that. They're really great with that. But as I was researching this trip, this one thing kept popping up to me, which was Hakarl. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hakarl, whatever it is. But it's an old Icelandic food that they ate. So Iceland was settled like in the 800s, so you know, whatever that is, 1200 years ago. And there were times when they were starving, and so they would eat whatever they could. And this is one of those things that came from those times, and I may be wrong about this, but this is what I've gathered from what I've read. It's fermented shark. And so what I've read is that the way that they did this back in the day was they would take a shark and just bury it in the sand and let it rot for like several months, and it became this. And apparently it's possible to eat this and not get sick. Somehow this fermented shark has endured, and now there's actually an industry here in Iceland where they do this and they can it and they package it and stuff like that. So as I was researching this trip, I was intrigued with this, and I was like, how is that possible? How is it possible to eat rotten shark and not get sick? And as I was planning this trip, I thought, I've got to try it. I have to try it. It's on my bucket list. I got to do it. So here we are. I'm in Keflavik, very nice little town, very close to the airport here in Reykjavik. I'm here for another day, and then I catch my flight back to the U.S. But here in the meantime, here we go. I found Hakarl in a grocery store in, where was I? I think it was in Vik, which is down on the south coast, which was 2 days ago, and this has been in the fridge ever since then, and I had to go in there and ask for it, and it's like a common thing. It's right in the it's like right next to the dairy section. And so I got this, and so here we go. I'm going to try Hakarl. Got my Swiss Army knife with my scissors. We're going to tear into this. We're going to do this, and we're going to see how it goes. Alright, so there's some juice. Wow. Really fishy smelling. Wow. Like, I'm cool with the fishy smelling. With the fishy smell. By the way, I should mention, you're supposed to have Brennivin, which is a liquor that I had at a bar earlier, to go with this, to wash down the taste of this. And I don't have that, but I do have a beer. I need a beer before I eat this. So keep in mind that somehow this shark meat has been rotting, fermenting somehow. I mean, how's that possible? And it's funny that one of the guidebooks that I read said with this stuff, you can leave it outside. Even like the scavenger birds won't eat it. It's so foul. So my question is, how can human beings eat this? How can I eat this and not just get, you know, botulism right off the bat? Wow. It does smell like ammonia. Somebody told me it does smell like ammonia. I'll pick that up later. Alright, here we go. It's not bad. It is very fishy tasting. It also is like ammonia, like I'm getting ammonia fumes in my nose. Maybe that's why they drink Brennivin with it. I'm definitely getting ammonia. Like off-gassing. It's going up into my nose. That's a weird thing, so drink some beer. How's it taste? It's not terrible. I thought it would be terrible. I thought it'd be one of the worst things I've ever tasted. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I'm going for a second piece. Maybe that piece was maybe that piece was one of the best ones. It's tender. It's easy to chew. What does it taste like? Salt, ammonia. That's about it. I mean, like, ammonia is not a taste. Ammonia you get, like, up in the nose. So that's it, I guess. I think I'm going to stop and finish this beer. But that right there is what's left of the Hakarl. I mean, you know, if I was sitting around with some guys and we were drunk and drinking Brennivin, which is the liquor that they... which is kind of like a tequila, only not as good as tequila. Which they drink to go with it. And again, keep in mind that this is survival food. You know, they were eating this shit when the people in Iceland were starving. And, you know, if anyone watches this and I'm wrong, please correct me and say, no, this is whatever. But, if I were starving to death and it was winter, I would definitely eat this. It's not great. Salty, fishy, ammonia fumes in your nose. It's definitely not yummy. But I'm glad I tried it, because that was part of why I came here. Alright, peace out.